Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're all well. Friends, supporters, I hope you've had a decent Monday after, let's hope, a pleasant weekend as well. Something I wanted to say, because I have had a few messages friendly and I've replied to them just regarding the video I did about the lady who's been doing a lot of trolling recently. Well, not just recently, over quite a period of time. And I know that I made reference to things like blue rinse and what was it, gardening and crochet and all that kind of stuff, which has its own place, and I'm not knocking it, but of I need to point out that I was actually saying that just for her benefit. I was recording that video in the hope that she would look at it, because she probably has. She's got so many user names and user accounts that I'm sure she's seen it. And I just wanted her to kind of swallow a little bit of her own medicine and see how it tasted, really. So it was kind of subtle, kind of unsubtle. And I realised that I ruffled the feathers of one or two ladies of sort of similar time of life. It wasn't my intention. Look, I am as far from being a misogynist as anybody I know. Those people that know me well will vouch for the fact that I favour the company and advice of women over men all day long. I also am a believer and advocate in women having more control over more things, including governments and so on. And I messaged somebody just now, just as with a sort of an example. Jacinda Ardern, who was Prime Minister of New Zealand for quite a few years. Yeah, when you hear ladies like that speaking, you can tell they're not thinking with their bollocks, and that's a big deal, because for me personally, I think 90% of the world's woes are testosterone induced, and we could do without that, definitely. So look, just to clarify, I don't believe a woman's place is in the home. I mean, I don't even think blue rinses even exist anymore. I was kind of trawling my mind from, I don't know, 30, 35, 40 years ago, I guess. But yeah, I said some stuff that probably quite a few people would have thought, what? And I get that, but I couldn't explain the reasons in advance or at the time, because, yeah, I had a bit of a bee in my bonnet about this lady Tina. She has responded in a sort of a way, but yeah, it's just childish shit. It wasn't to me; it was to somebody else, and yeah, it was just a really kind of 6-year-old response, really. But what can you do? So please accept my apologies. I don't believe that 60 plus women, 60 plus year old women should be, spending their life doing crochet and watching Countdown. Of course not. That would be a really unenlightened train of thought. So, yeah, that's definitely not me at all. I just wanted to say that. The other thing I wanted to say was that I was thinking about doing a live tonight, but I'm going to hold off for the moment. I just don't feel personally quite in the right sort of frame of mind for that today. So, you know, I want to make it a worthwhile kind of activity for everyone, and I feel as though I might not be giving value for money today, so we'll just hold off on that for the time being, and I will keep you posted. We'll definitely do something soon, just not today. So I don't really have any other news, so I'm going to sign off and bid you farewell. I hope you all have a great evening, and my apologies to anyone that I inadvertently offended with my comments. I could be bullshitting you, but I'm not. It was purely designed for her. And of course there was some collateral damage, which I never intended. And I'll be honest, sometimes I let myself down because I'm quite an intelligent guy, and sometimes I don't necessarily think through fully the consequences of my actions. Hence 2 17-year prison sentences. But even things as sort of seemingly harmless and kind of danger-free, peril-free, it's all a learning process, and I'm on that steep learning curve. So yeah, I will do better. Have a great evening. Take care, friends.